Going on to my Capricorn. So you have the King of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the Judgment, the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Strength. So what I'm seeing here for you Capricorns is okay, so the King of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Judgment is about, again, you Capricorns are moving forward. The King of Pentacles is very much so a person, which is you right, as of right now. The King of Pentacles even represents a conglomerate of Taurus and Capricorn. So you did show up in your own reading in a way. But this is very much so a card about understanding what's important to somebody and not allowing themselves, or they shouldn't allow themselves to be so caught up with what other people got the day to day. And that's the situation that a lot of you Capricorns are exhibiting right now. Then you have the Three of Wands and the Judgment, okay? The Three of Wands represents just paying attention to the future. The Three of Wands, yes, it can represent travel, yes, but it's more so, more than anything, a travel of the mind. So it's kind of being imaginative, but also it's really a person standing over a cliff, but the wands are there to anchor them, right? So as they're watching out towards the oceans or the seas or a big body of water, and then there's ships going by, but they're also looking at a different landmass, right? So this is a situation where it's very much so about traveling and paying, you know what I mean, stepping back and paying attention to the bigger picture. That's why a lot of times people will go up at high rooftops, or they'll go up at rooftops and they'll look at the whole city, kind of like the view that I have, where I get a chance to, beautiful view, big view. I ain't really got to leave my home. I can sit back, you know, watch this huge view over here and just kind of sit back and see look at things from a bigger picture perspective. And that's the overall view that I'm seeing for this reading for a lot of you Capricorns. It's you understanding that, you know, you don't have to be in a relationship per se to be happy, and that you're going to be happy regardless of whether or not you're in one, which is a very good mentality to have. Because this also talks about how, you know, people needing relationships to validate who they are. And now this is about how a lot of you Capricorns have to learn to step outside of that. You have to become even better than that, even a relationship now, to where, you know, even as you're coming out here and you're getting to know somebody, you're not caught up with what is going on. You're still evolving, even when you don't have a relationship. You're not just going to stop evolving just because you don't have one or you're not in one. And the Judgment represents putting an end to, right, the Judgment, right, the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, putting an end to the nonsense, putting an end to the people that come into your life that all they want to do is fight and create mischief and drama, and they're corny because the word corny means to be melodramatic. So they're dramatic. Every time they come around, they can't go to a library without fighting or getting into a fist fight with a book, right? They can't go to a cemetery without getting into a fight with a tombstone. It's always a situation where no matter wherever it is that they go, even if the situation doesn't call for it, they're out here and they just can't control themselves. They have to make a ruckus. They have to fight. And every time they're interacting with you, it's always a fight with you everywhere the two of you go. No matter what position you are in life, no matter what position they say that they are in life, a lot of you Capricorns are putting an end to that. Like, nah. This also represents a lot of you Capricorns are learning how to be a lot more aware of what's going on, you know, and that if things don't really work out, then it's time for you to bounce. It's time for you to move forward with this, because you still have to, like I said, have to live your life. You're not just going to sit back and wait for what another person is going to do. If they're going to learn their lesson, come back and start treating you right. You Capricorns will move forward. And then you have the Chariot. The Chariot itself represents Cancer crabs, which is the exact opposite of you Capricorns. So this is about them. How it is that, you know, there's no happiness with them. They don't know how to not be happy with anything. They don't know how to be happy with anything that they're doing or with anybody. And it's not just you Capricorns, because you were the right person in their life, because this is the dysfunction of how a lot of people play now or interact now. It's the mentality of they treat people who are the right type of people like trash, and they treat the people who aren't like that golden. And even then there's no guarantee, because now people who are dysfunctional like that are treating everybody dysfunctional, no matter who it is, no matter how much money they have, no matter what's going on. And the Nine of Cups, and they think of themselves as being powerful. They think of themselves as being successful, industrious, innovative. They're the future, right? When in actuality, this is you Capricorns. You're innovative. You're in the future, right? You can see yourself in the future, understanding that you will rather be single than to be with a person that creates all of this unnecessary mischief. You would rather be single than to be with somebody who is creating mischief in your life. Just like you would rather be in a relationship than a lot of y'all would be by yourselves. Y'all would rather be by yourselves than be in a dysfunctional relationship. And then you have now the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands and the Eight of Cups really speaks volumes, because it speaks volumes of the juxtapositioning of what people want to offer you, or what some people want to offer you, versus what it is that you'll actually accept. And it speaks different volumes. It speaks volumes, and it says different things. Number one, the Ace of Wands, some people will try to offer you BS and dysfunction. Straight up. Dysfunction. And a lot of you Capricorns are not down with that. You know, you Capricorns, especially you industrious Capricorns that are mobile, upwardly mobile, where things are on the up and up for you financially and socially, with a lot more people starting to know your name and stuff like this. You don't have the time in the world. You don't have all of the time in the world to be talking to somebody who wants to play stupid, who wants to act like they don't understand what it is that you're saying. You don't have time for these types of people. You really don't. You Capricorns need to get with somebody that has common sense, that understands what's going on, and knows how to essentially meet you halfway and interact with you as a team, as opposed to constantly trying to create some form of mutiny and disruption while at the same time acting like the two of you are together. And then the Eight of Cups now represents you Capricorns moving forward from anybody who wants to act like they don't have at least a shred of common sense, because you Capricorns don't have to put up with this nonsense. You don't. And you're exercising that power to never have to put up with this ever again. I definitely agree, Capricorn. I 100% agree. Don't ever be in a relationship with somebody for a very long time that is disrespecting you if you have some form of self-respect. Yes, take your time to get to know them, but if they keep doing this, eventually, yes, you will have to leave them alone. And when I say eventually, I'm not talking about eventually in the sense of for a long period of time. I mean, be slow to anger. Pay attention to if this is what it is that people are in. Sometimes you need to sit. Sometimes you should. See, here's the thing. You have to know when to leave immediately and when to give somebody a chance, right? Because sometimes, you know, you may want to give somebody a second chance and show some mercy. You don't necessarily want to be merciless with everybody, right? Because sometimes it's the situation where you've already given them a chance the whole time and they was acting up, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna leave you, and then the first time is all it takes. But then sometimes it's you're not necessarily giving them a chance and you left, so you're like, okay, let me go ahead and give them a chance. Or maybe they did or they said something that was disrespectful, you thought was disrespectful, and then now it's like, okay, let me give them a chance to see what they doing, and then they do it again, and then now you're like, oh, okay, now I know what type of time you're on, and now I know what kind of game that you're running. Yeah. So now the thing is that then you have the Queen of Cups. So now when you bring all three of these things together, how you get a bigger picture. It's the mentality of people can bring you nonsense, you're not putting up with it, and you're going to leave because you're looking for the Queen of Cups, a person that is better suited for you, that understands how to have common sense. Because people like to play stupid way too much, y'all. No, people are stupid, but people like to act like their IQ points is not that high. Like they don't understand what they're doing. And stupidity, like I said before, stupidity is not a matter of high IQ versus low IQ. Stupidity is a matter of a lack of internal decency and integrity. It's a person that you shouldn't respect because it speaks volumes to their lack of character, is what stupidity actually is. Because people who may have low IQs may have honor and integrity, so they're not so they're not stupid. Just like people who may have high IQs, they don't have any honor and integrity, which makes them stupid, because now they start making very short-sighted decisions, even though they have this high IQ, right? And the Queen of Cups represents just that. Especially when you bring these three cards together, how it is that you Capricorns have essentially moved forward from this now towards a person or the desire to meet people that are better. And then you have the Five of Pentacles and the Strength. You understand the future, and you're right. A lot of you Capricorns understand that this will be a journey to get to know or get to interact with somebody that has that level of common sense and integrity, because the Strength is about how a lot of people are going to come to you, and they're going to come to you with this nonsense about how they don't know and how they don't understand, and they fly and you need to accept it. You know, all the sedity games that people want to play. But the Strength card is also about how a lot of you Capricorns are going to eat them up. And what I mean when I say eat them up is you're not going to put up with that, and you Capricorns are going to see straight through them, and you're going to go on about your business, right? And just leave. Because you understand that you have a right to hang around them or not hang around them. Like I said before, for all of the newcomers and for all the people who watch me time and time again, thank y'all. But over here, you have to understand that everybody has options, including the dorks, including the people that act like they don't, or other people act like those said people don't. Everybody has options. Just because you are interacting with a person that is dysfunctional to you, that wastes your time, does not mean you have to stand there and let them do it your whole life. You can leave them alone. For real. You don't have to participate with them. When you doing that, when you allowing people to be dysfunctional around you, you putting up with that. You're allowing them to do that. Let's clarify some cards. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, right? Six of Swords, Four of Wands, Five of Wands. Eight of Pentacles, Six of Swords, right? Fly people only. High quality people only. You're working on yourselves. There's no reason why you should not be getting higher quality people. You know, you not putting up with the nonsense of people being dysfunctional to you and arrogant and all this stuff. Four of Wands, Five of Wands, they got to get out of your house. They got to get out of your life if they start running that. You're not even going to be, you know, too tolerant of that stuff. You'll be patient, but you won't be too tolerant, because there's a difference between patience and tolerance. You could run out of tolerance for somebody, but be patient for it, right? Patience is the understanding that everything has its own time, right? So therefore, you have to wait for an opportunity to get what you want, right? And then you strike when the opportunity, it makes itself clear, or you know, you understand what's going on. But tolerance means for you to sit there and take it. Just because you are patient with something does not mean that you have to allow yourself to sit back and be tolerant of it, accept it, allow these people to run game on you and constantly disappoint you, and they never follow through because they themselves are broken. So to clarify the Strength card, let's clarify the Strength. So you have the Strength again, the Death card, Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, right? So to clarify these four cards here, because we can't clarify a card with the same card, that doesn't make any sense. The Death card, the Ten of Cups, right? You will end whatever kind of delusion that a person has, that they think of themselves as being better than you and they treating you so well. You will end that delusion with the quickness by not being with them. King of Pentacles, King of Cups. Like I said, revert back to the first minute. There are very few things that you care about. And if these people are not aligning with those few things that what you care about, then they're going to have to leave. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share my video. I just wanted to say that there's a link in the comment section called the link tree. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website in which there's ways you can financially support me. And I just want to go ahead and say, please keep financially support me. Keep coming through, getting these tarot readings. Keep buying my books, because y'all see me with these new cars and stuff like this. The money is going towards building this channel up. So help me to help you, right? Also, I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. We're almost at 7,000. Thank y'all so much. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.